Okay, everybody, welcome back to BSL Bothell Star League. This is the second game between Gfinny and Hrothgar of their Week 1 matchup. We know that Gfinny won that first game pretty quickly. It didn't expand at all. Just had a nice siege tank timing against Hrothgar in that first game, and was able to clean them up pretty easily. This game will be a little longer, a little bigger map on the Shattered Temple, which brings up an interesting point that they weren't supposed to play on this map. You're supposed to play on Shakura's Plateau, but regardless, I think if both players agreed that this map is okay, that's fine. The penalty won't be too harsh. We'll have to have a league vote, but we'll see. Anyway, see that Gfinny has a quick scouting SCV out. See if he can find Hrothgar fairly quickly. I won't be surprised if Gfinny decides to go for those siege tanks again. Is pretty effective against Hrothgar in the first game, so we'll see what happens. Hrothgar getting on the quick bunker actually. Sorry, quick barracks, and actually here he goes sending out his own scouting SCV. Looks like Gfinny is looking around the side of the base. Yeah, actually going to hide his SCV in Hrothgar's base, probably saving it for later. It's a good play, depending on what time he wants to reveal that he has a SCV hidden in the base. Might be able to get a really good idea of what Hrothgar's up to. We see Gfinny going for first gas. He already has a gas out, so it looks like he's going to go for that siege tech immediately, just by the fact that he's getting gas early. Hrothgar again, no gas, so hopefully he doesn't go for a quick expansion again. If he does, that's fine. Just make sure he defends well and spots for those siege tanks a little earlier. The last time he saw the siege tanks, it was just a bit too late. They were already sieged outside his base, and getting down his ramp was a disaster. So hopefully we don't see a repeat of game one. Hrothgar, nice play. He scouts out that he did see that Gfinny got in his base and never saw him leave, so he figured that there was a hidden SCV somewhere in the base here, and scouts out and kills the SCV with this one Marine. I don't think Gfinny got too much information from that at all. Yeah, you can see he just sees the command center as well as the barracks. Hrothgar also, I think he did get inside Gfinny's base, but didn't do any active scouting. Just saw the command center barracks as well. So both players kind of in the dark on what the other is doing. We do see that Hrothgar is getting a gas, so that quick expansion is kind of out of the question at this point. With that quick gas, sorry, not quick gas, but just a standard timed gas. So we will see that Hrothgar is going for some sort of tech as well. Putting in a second barracks here. Don't see any sign of an add-on yet, so I don't think it will be a stim timing. Here we see Gfinny taking a second gas as well as a factory, so this leads me to believe more and more that the siege tech is coming down the pike here. He had such good luck with it the first game, so good play. We just see Marines being popped out here for Hrothgar. Take a look at the SCV count. Gfinny a little behind on SCVs. Hrothgar definitely building up a stronger economy, 20 SCVs. Gfinny does have this mule out though, and Hrothgar has yet to make an orbital yet, so Gfinny probably about equal with the use of that mule. We do see Gfinny teching up. Making a switch from barracks on the tech lab to factory on the tech lab, and actually it's not siege tech. I'm completely wrong here. It's actually the infernal pre-igniter. So it's actually gonna be Hellion play. And right now, looking at what Hrothgar has, just a handful of Marines here. Gfinny, if he attacks with those Hellions and they have that blue flame upgrade, that's going to do pretty sick damage against these. Just a purely Marine army. As I say that, there is a tech lab going down for Hrothgar's barracks, so hopefully he gets out a Marauder or two, hopefully to counter this. He's building a factory of his own actually, with a reactor, so won't see any siege tech. Might see reactor Hellions as well, so just a little bit slower than Gfinny's. We do see a starport going up immediately. Gfinny has a starport of his own, pumping out a medevac here, so this is actually going to be a really nice blue flame Hellion drop here. If he's able to get into Hrothgar's mineral line here without him seeing and get a few good shots with 3 or 4 Hellions. That's going to be pretty much game over for him, taking out the entire economy. Look at the SCV count again. We see it's evened up. Hrothgar does have his orbital out, so that's good. He's getting mules and is ahead in SCV count. So Hrothgar's economy is a little bit stronger here. We do see a switch. Factory going down, not really making use of the factory at all. He only built that reactor so he could switch it with the starport and pump out 2 medevacs in this case. So looks like he might be going for a drop of zone. As I say that, the army's gone. Here it is. Medevac drop with 3 Hellions, 2 Marines. I know he's producing his 4th Hellion, but maybe got supply blocked and didn't want to wait around for a 4th Hellion to come out. So he's eager to get that drop going. I don't think Hrothgar has any sort of vision of his base up here. So if Gfinny's careful, he's going to be able to drop all of these without being seen. And he is definitely going for that SCV line by the path of this drop. So not looking good for Hrothgar. Smartly, Gfinny also gets out a sensor tower, which will allow him to see any incoming drops. And as I say that, Hrothgar has got a drop of zone with 3 Marauders and a handful of Marines, which will be pretty sick. But looks like the Gfinny attack is going on right now. Oh, Hrothgar has a really good reaction here. Very nice. Getting just 1 SCV killed, 2 SCVs killed, running the rest away, but I don't know if these 2 Marines are going to be enough to take care of these 3 Hellions. The SCVs have stopped. Oh, they decided to turn around and start attacking Hellions. It's not going to fare well at all for the SCVs, and they line up perfectly. Oh, man. The Hellion has 18 kills. Captain Hellion. Pretty sick damage there. We see 1 Marine. At the same time, Hrothgar's drop is down. Let's see if Gfinny has enough here to clean this up. He has to send back the SCVs. And getting a lot of SCVs destroyed of his own. But it looks like he does going to have just enough to take care of these. Just a purely Marine Marauder drop. That Siege Tank's going to do nice damage against Marauders. And we do see 4 SCVs survive. You can see up on the units tab here. 4 SCVs versus 1 SCV. So kind of both players going back to the Stone Age here. Not something you see too often. I don't play Terran, but maybe it happens a lot in TVT. I don't know. But both players going for the same idea, trying to kill off as many SCVs as possible, and both are fairly successful. It's going to be a race now to see who is able to kind of reinforce our army a little bit quicker. Oh, Gfinny attacking his own starport. Yeah, looks like he wasn't too happy with how those medevacs worked. Don't be angry. See what Hrothgar has. He has 3 medevacs out, producing 2 more, so he'll have 5 medevacs. So he will be quite hard to kill with 5 medevacs and just a infantry army. But Gfinny does have 2 Hellions, 4 Marauders, and a handful of Marines. So that's quite a nice unit composition. Looks like he might be getting ready to attack already again. He knows he has to try to finish off Hrothgar at this point. Sold off a bunker. He needs the minerals. Got a couple mules mining. Hrothgar's got a couple mules mining as well. Has SCVs. Not sure about this building an eBay. He needs to focus a lot on his SCV training. 1 idle SCV. Hopefully he gets that mining pretty soon. We do see a few more Marines out. 5 medevacs again, like I said. But just based on the supply, Hrothgar's army is quite far behind. Gfinny has a strong army here, including a lot of Marauders, as well as a Banshee. And Banshees can just 2-shot Marines, so that's going to be so strong. The medevacs might not even have time to heal, particularly if these Hellions are able to get a few splash damage shots down on those Marines. Yeah, just a purely Marine army for Hrothgar here, guarding the front of his base, waiting for any sort of attack to come. But Gfinny, very nice here, doing a back kind of a backdoor attack here. He might use this medevac to drop all of his units up here at top. Hrothgar might not be ready for this at all. Doesn't have any vision of that area either. So yeah, we see Gfinny loading up his troops. We'll see if he loads all of them up here before he decides to attack. Hopefully he does that. He'll be able to probably just finish off the game here if this attack is successful. We do see some troops heading down. Hrothgar does get some free shots off on this Hellion and on these troops. But Gfinny goes straight for the throat, straight for the SCV line again. Wants to finish what he started. And does get every SCV. I don't see any counterattack at this point from Hrothgar. And so this, excuse me, this is going to be GG for him. Yeah, I don't see any way for him to come back from this. These Marines are getting taken out a little too quickly, and that splash damage from the Hellions is just too strong. The 5 medevacs weren't quite enough. Thought he might have a chance with those, but Gfinny had just enough forces to take care of that battle. So it looks like it's going to be GG for him. see Hrothgar screaming in pain as his command center gets taken down. Talk a little bit more about this sensor tower. I think that's a really great idea by Gfinny, especially on a map like this where the drops can be pretty much 180 degrees anywhere on the map, anywhere in your base. Having a sensor tower to give you a little bit of warning is quite useful. We just see the game was a pretty interesting economic game. I don't see that too often where both players kind of lose every mining unit that they have. But Gfinny just had a few more forces left over and was able to rebuild his army just a little bit faster and finish the job off. So it was a really close game. Both players did good damage to each other, kind of like 2 ships passing in the night, 2 medevacs passing in the night. Both are able to get to the other's SCV line and take out the majority of the SCVs. That's looks like I'm getting called from Gfinny here. Gonna play a few 2v2s or 3v3s. That'll be pretty sick. I hope you guys are enjoying the cast. I'm really enjoying starting the cast. I'm getting all my ducks in a row, working out all the kinks. I started to cast while observing at the same time. The first game I did, I did the replay and casted over the replay, and then at this point I'm just doing observing while casting, so I'm not able to get to all the unit tabs as quickly as I'd like to, but hopefully that'll improve, and any suggestions you have are well taken. Hopefully I don't mumble too much. I'll try to speak a little clearer, but with the action's hot, you got to speak fast, so we'll see. Any suggestions are great. Hopefully you're enjoying it. Hopefully you don't just despise the sound of my voice. That won't make your viewing any better, but I can't really help that. So sorry if you don't like that, but anything else I'm game to hear any suggestions. So hope you guys are enjoying the cast. Week 2 matchups look really good. All the matches should be quite competitive. So looking forward to casting all of those games if I have time. Otherwise, good luck this week with the matches, and I'll see you guys later.